All right, guys, how y'all doing today? Listen, I'm going to do a little small video, short video. I hope it's going to be short on how I use my buddy heater. Now, you know, in the summertime, in the wintertime here in Alabama, it gets a little chilly, especially at night. You know, I think this morning it got about 35, 36 degrees. I wasn't camping, but if I'd have been camping, I'd have been a little chilly. So I use this buddy heater. When I'm hooked up to shoreline, if I can hook up to shoreline somewhere, I got a electric heater I use in my van. This is my van. I've showed it to y'all several times before. I'm hoping I'm speaking loud enough because this mic here, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But anyway, like I said, before I get started, I am not a representative of my buddy. I don't have anything to do with my buddy. I'm not representative of any propane. I am not a gas person. I am not responsible for what you do. You're not responsible for what I do. I hope you understand that. You on your own and I'm on my own. That's the way it should be. But this is how I do it, because I do not want this tank in my van. I do not want it in the van with the heater. That's me. These are safe to use if you give it plenty of oxygen to use. Buy you a carbon dioxide detector also. It won't hurt. I worked with a guy years ago. All he talked about before he retired, him and his wife take his van and go out. Well, he put a generator somewhere, I don't know, but the carbon dioxide took over. And if he had this, and if he had his windows cracked in his van, he'd still be here today. But him and his wife not, because of that. And like I say, I don't want this in my van. So this is what I do. This is I put it over here on top of my wheels, on the front or the back, or either one I want to use it. Most of the front, because I run my line through the window. Now, once I put this on, I spray it with bubbles. What I've got is bubbles from kids bubbles. You know, got it from Dollar General for $1. I put it in a bottle, I spray it, make sure it don't leak. Once I put it on, I do not take it off until I refill it. I set it right there. I got a crack in my window. I run it through my window. If it can go wrong while you're filming, it will go wrong. I've got yellow gas tape on these threads. I put it in right there. I make sure it's good and tight when I get through. I'll snug it down with a pair of pliers or something. Again, I'll spray it again with soap. All right, finally. Now, you got to make sure you got plenty of room. Forward, head high, and to the side. Back, it don't matter. On the back, it don't matter at all, because there's no heat in the back. But on the side, I think Mr. Buddy requires 18 inches and maybe 18 inches in front and height. It might be even longer, bigger. It might be a little bit more than that. Look it up. Use common sense. Please do. Don't put no clothes in front of it. Don't put no clothes beside it. Leave it open. Leave plenty of space for it to heat up. Now, if you're like me, you're probably going to just heat your van and sleep with a good sleeping bag at night. If you get real cold, you can get up, turn it back on, because it will get too hot. It does for me. Anyway, I don't like to sleep real hot, but I like to get the van warm, get in the sleeping bag and go to sleep and go from there. Wake up next morning, cut it on, take the chill out of the air, and that's the way I do it. Anyway, that's how I do my buddy. Put my tank over there. And sometime I have put it up there on the rack. I got a little rack on top. But since I got that, now that's what I do. I put it on the tire, run it through the window, keep the windows cracked on both sides. Not just this side, but the other side. Give it plenty of oxygen. Get you one of these detectors. Put it somewhere in your van. You can put it right here, over there, anywhere. You can mount it or just lay it somewhere. But anyway, like I say, I'm not responsible for you and you're not responsible for me. But that's just the way I set it up. I hope it works for you. I hope it's a good idea for you. I got a little fire extinguisher at Walmart a while ago. Y'all have a great day. Remember, Jesus loves you, and we catch you on the flip.